Yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? It's Stormy B Man, and I am back. Welcoming you to Stormy B Man's Boxing Raps. This is a roundup show where we talk about the latest and the greatest hits in the sport of boxing from time to time. This is number 42 in the series of boxing raps. We were originally going to have a Beats with Sugar this evening, but we decided to postpone it for a couple of weeks. Got some things coming up on the horizon, but we will be bringing you that special Beats with Sugar featuring the Gap Band. That's the next outing for Beats with Sugar. And I'm sorry that it's been delayed a couple of times, but Stormy has been catching up on his cinematic experiences, so you have to kind of forgive me because the nerd in me has to do its nerdy things from time to time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's all about. And speaking of that, if you guys haven't had a chance to go to the main page and check out my review for Fast X, aka Fast 10, which uploaded this morning, I wish you would check it out, because guess what, man? It's pretty doggone good. We talk about it, huh? So yeah, we are here. Welcome everybody that's out there, man. We're going to talk some boxing this evening, and there's tons of boxing news that has come down the pipeline over the past 24 to 48 hours, and it has got the boxing world ablaze with, information that's dropping. I want to say salute to our brother 78 Sports TV, who has been on point with, bringing the information with his videos and everything. And I was catching one of his shorts earlier today that reminded us that if things continue to go the way that they are looking presently, this will be one of the best years in the sport of boxing in a very long time, people. I mean, we've had years where we've had a couple of good fights in a year, or a couple of great upsets, and things to be memorable, And it's kind of panning out that way. If this year can close with one fight in particular, we're talking about that proposed bout, finally, the matchup between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. If we can get that, or Deontay Wilder and Alexander Usyk, if we could get either one of those two fights before the end of 2023, this will go down as one of the best years in recent memory in the sport of boxing. And it didn't involve Floyd Mayweather. How about that? Yeah! So, with that being said, welcome everybody to Boxing Raps. Please smash the like button as you come into the building. I don't expect to see a lot of people. I usually do a stream on Thursdays, but due to my cinematic experiences, as I said, it's kind of been pulling me away from the airwaves. But when it's not that, I will be here. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it's all about, to talk about our beloved sport, man. You know, and of course, people are chomping at the bit to talk about the most obvious things, right? But I'm kind of like, hold your horses on the most obvious, because there are some other things that need to be spoken about. And one of those things that should be addressed, and I'm not so happy that this has come up, but it's got to be spoken on, man. It's got to be spoken on. And that is the upcoming fight that was to be Shields versus Gabriel's 2. It was supposed to take place in Clarissa's hometown, the undisputed middleweight champion. And unfortunately, this fight is off. Clarissa still will be fighting, though. That's the great part about this. We'll still get to see the GOAT in action. But the reason for this fight being off of the schedule is, once again, we're finding, what my brother Drew Titan refers to as pop culture, it strikes again in the sport of boxing. And I don't know what to say about this situation. Hannah Gabriels has popped dirty, huh? She failed the VADA test, so she will not be facing Clarissa for a second time. And that's very unfortunate, because the fight is just a little over a week away, and both ladies, I'm certain, were in solid preparation for this, particularly Clarissa, because she was chomping at the bit to avenge the embarrassment of being dropped by Gabriels when they fought a few years ago. And the thing about it is, she won't get the chance to do that. And it has to really upset her, because, when you get that chance to go in there against someone that you really want to kind of get some payback or get back, and that's taken away from you, it's a bit of a downer. But I have to say, the fight that is going to take place and the fighter that will take Gabriel's place is someone that we can't overlook. Okay? We can't overlook this person, because when you think about boxing, upsets can come, and different types of circumstances can bring about letdowns or lift-ups. So, with a mind toward avoiding any further or future embarrassments, Clarissa's going to have to be on her A game, as if she's still facing Gabriels. And she's going in there against Marisela Corneo. And Corneo, if you all will remember, took on Franchon Cruz Discern back in 2019, September of that year. And Franchon kind of like gave her a boxing lesson. But she has since won 3 in a row. And her last fight was in March of this year, where she won with a TKO victory over Sheila Kunha. I'm going to tell you something, man. This whole thing about pop culture, these fighters popping dirty. And 78, again, salute to the brother, because he did his little short on this earlier today. But he showed a photograph of Hannah Gabriel's from a few years ago. Like even when, just before she fought Clarissa the first time, and how she's looking presently. And you can tell she's taking something, because the whole dynamic and dimension of her face is different. She has a harder, stronger jawline, more man-like, whereas before her face kind of had an oval shape to it and everything. And it's just one of those things that you look at and you shake your head and you shake your fist in disgust. Some of these fighters, they just can't get beyond cheating. Cheating. And it's the women and the men. Many of you may remember Alejandro Gimenez, who went in also fought Franchon Cruz Discern. And Franchon said it was like she was fighting a man in there, and she pretty much was, because Alejandro was making a transition, and she was taking supplements to assist with her transition. So you want to be someone else, but you still want to compete where you really belong. You can't have it both ways, And what is the excuse for the men in the sport of boxing who are taking supplements and enhancements and PEDs to garner an edge, if not an outright separation between themselves and future or potential opponents? It is time for people to start paying the heavily price for cheating, because it looks like it's not going to stop anytime soon. And by it being both over in the women's division of boxing as well as the men's division of boxing, we've got to do something about this. And one of these people are going to slip through the cracks, and they're going to cause a tragic circumstance, all enhanced by putting foreign substances that are illegal in their bodies. We must protest against that. We need stricter rules and punishments for these cheaters. Much more stricter, much more stringent, because it is like these people think, oh, they ain't gonna catch me. Well, you've been caught. And some of the biggest names in the sport are being caught. But you look at some of the finest, the best athletes: Devin Haney, Deontay Wilder, Clarissa Shields, Franchon Cruz Discern. These people are training with skill, guile, capability, know-how, under tremendous leadership and mentorship, doing it the right way. And you have these others out there that are cutting corners, not even going to the corners, stepping around underground, digging through the back, whatever they could do just to be able to compete. Unacceptable. Unacceptable, people. Let me go to the chat and see who's in the building this evening. I appreciate everybody out there. I just had to say something opening about this, because it's as fresh as a daisy about this news of Clarissa's fight having to be changed. Ridiculous. Mangus Allen in the building saying, what's up, man? What's up with you, man? Healer, the teacher, my brothers out there saying salute, Stormy. Curtis Price is back with us saying right on, 1000, amen. Yes, right, sir. Art Man the Great is in the building, a talent within his own right. He says, us, I'm trying to read that the correct way. Us. Art Man, what's good with you, bro? He says, Black Americans making boxing great again. Yes, sir. Almighty Law is in the building saying salute. What's good with you, man? The Messenger 215 is back saying salute to the channel. Cheaters, damn. Yeah, man. It's ridiculous, right? Soul Power, my man. Gamed Up Kennels in the building saying peace and blessings, Sensei and the family. Right back at you, bro. And Mahari Nation Sports Podcast is in the building as well, saying good evening, Stormy B, man. What's good with you, Mahari Nation? Hey, listen, man. I wanted to say to Mahari Nation in specific, I want to congratulate you on a dedication that you made and an acknowledgement when you were over on BFTB's channel, man. I was listening to you guys as I was preparing for this show here, and what you said about the fight between these two welterweights that are about to take place now, finally, and our dearly departed brother, Curtis Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, who is no longer around to be able to see the fight himself, and the fact that this was delayed so long that if they had just had it when it was supposed to originally go down, Kurt would have been able to enjoy that. And he was really, as you said, Abel, that he was really looking forward to it. And I hate the fact that he didn't get to see it. He didn't get to see a lot of what we have called for. And these men behind the scenes, as well as the participants of the sport and those who can make these fights take place, all stalled things out and made it where it was delayed. We lost a lot of brothers and sisters between when it could have originally taken place and presently. And it's seriously unfortunate that they do this to us. I mean, I don't even know what we can do to change that. And it's like, what are we really getting here with this one? And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, the fight and the news. I'll get to that in a little bit, but I'm not trying to make it the major part of this broadcast because there's plenty of time to talk about it. And after all these years, which is what I wanted to say presently, it's like, who really gives a damn? These guys are 5 years older. More stuff has happened to their personal lives. You know the story on both sides. And for those that may be saying, well, one guy still has, the ability to do X, Y, Z or whatever. But yeah, Father Time is undefeated, huh? And the slippage happens. It does. And then when you've had other injuries and situations that have transpired that could have compromised your very life itself, who knows what is really under the surface there? And are you still the same? See, we have to be honest with ourselves. We really do. These are human beings, not superheroes. They're not. And if you want to challenge me on that, look at that fight poster right on the screen behind me where it says Shields versus Cornejo. Because it was supposed to be Shields against Gabriel's 2. But Gabriel's couldn't make it, huh? Because she cheated. She popped dirty. How long she been dirty? I don't know. But in the most important fight of her career, she couldn't do the respectable thing. She couldn't do the honest thing. She couldn't do the professional thing. She had to try to angle an edge. So no, there's nothing to celebrate in this. Nothing. And when the brother BFTB, salute to him, when he was saying he just can't get up for it like that, be motivated and inspired and all of that, I feel that. Because I talked about that. I talked about it from a different perspective, though, because I'm like, you know what? To hell with this. There's plenty of other fighters out here to talk about and to cover and to celebrate. And that's what I've been doing. That's why you still haven't heard me mention their names, because it's not that damn important. If it took all this time, then I can take my time. Yeah. You see? When the last time you seen a video or something up on my channel talking about those fools? And yes, I called them fools, because they don't know the damn thing about striking while the iron is hot. Huh? They don't. And they've put other fighters in the division on ice with their shenanigans. But thank goodness for brothers out there like Devin Haney, who does what he can to chase that legacy. The bag is a part of the journey. And oh yes, sometimes you can be awarded such a bag, it can compromise your principles. But if you got your thinking cap on correctly, you put things in its proper perspective, and you understand that, knowing that when you're no longer here, but people still speak your name to the ear, you have become dear. Bars. Yeah. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. A lot of people don't understand that, but you'll get it. You'll catch up later, after the next train comes. Y'all must have forgot is in the building saying, Sensei, salute, much love. Right back at you, brother. Brown on Boxing is out there saying, salute, Stormy B Man in the chat. Mahari Nation Sports Podcast says, exactly. It hurts me that Curtis Anderson is not here to watch the fight we wanted for years. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mr. Punch Out is in the building saying, salute, brother Stormy B Man. Right at you. Right back at you, bro. Y'all must have forgot says, I completely agree. To me, it's 5 years way too late. One is 33, the other is 35. This fight would have been better, way better, years ago. Absolutely. He says, they don't respect us or our money. I say first offense, popping dirty, 2 to 3 year ban. Second offense, lifetime ban. I bet they'd stop then. And the fact that she was going to try to come in there against Clarissa, think about that now. Clarissa is the top woman in the sport of boxing. She's a 3-time undisputed champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, And she has bested others against all odds, as in the case of dealing with Savannah Marshall. And this woman wanted to come in there compromised. Imagine you're doing your business. We're talking about fighters now. You're in the gym. You get up early. You stay up late. You're running. You're training. You're putting in those miles. You're putting in those rounds. You're doing all these exercises and eating and trying to keep your shape and your weight so you can cut weight properly. All of those things. And someone is over there cutting corners. Someone is over there putting enhancements in there so they can be a little bit stronger than you, Go a little bit further than you with unnatural stamina and things of that nature, Ungodly like strength and things of that nature. And they're putting that in their body just for one night because they're afraid. They're cowards to face you on the up and up. That's unacceptable, people. That's unacceptable. These things need to be said. They need to be talked about, spoken of. Since they want to cut corners in preparation for world-class, world title fights, we shouldn't cut corners when ripping into their asses. Both feet, steel-toed Timbs, as deep as you can push them. You're foul, Hannah Gabriel. Foul. Salute to Flawless Mentality, aka Dr. Mark out there. I see you out there, brother. Listen, man. The good thing about this fight between Shields and Cornejo is Cornejo took this fight stating that she's ready to go. Clarissa has said that she has not faced a Mexican fighter yet in her career, professionally here, and now she's going to. And Cornejo feels that she is strong enough to compete and that this may be her time. We'll see about that. But you also have to face a ticked off goat. Because at every waking turn, somebody is trying to play games with her. Somebody is trying to play games with her. First it was the Marshall folk. And now this. But true champions overcome adversity. You have to call it for what it is. You have to call it for what it is. That's why I say Gabriel's gets no break here. No break. That's right, Curtis. The natural and the unnatural. Yeah. We're living in such a fake society now. Our reality, they're just trying to totally turn fake. Huh? They're trying to give you fake food now, too. Not just now. It's been for the past, I want to say this past generation. Yeah. David Scott III, what's good with you? This is actually a big weekend of boxing, you all. We got a lot of fights on deck. But once again, Main Biker, what's good with you, bro? Once again, they're overlapping these fights, man. Why don't they stop? Scattering cards 2 to 3 hours. Different time slots. People can watch at home and watch everything. You know, but that's not what they're trying to do, unfortunately. But we need that. We need to be able to see our boxing. We really do. Anthony Bolton, what's good? This fight in particular here, coming up on ESPN, man. Luis Alberto Lopez, who conquered a fighter that, oh my goodness, I don't care for much at all. Josh Warrington gets a chance to defend his IBF featherweight title against Mick Conlon, who just a couple of years ago fought in one of the fights of the year. He fought against Leigh Wood and was stopped late in that fight after having Wood all but out on his feet early in the fight. I think in the very first round. That fight was back and forth until Conlon checked out late. So Lopez here is defending his title against Conlon. And let me tell you, people, this is not going to be a cakewalk for either man for different reasons. Lopez has to deal with the fact that he's defending a title now, not chasing one. And it's always harder to defend. But when he beat, back in December of 2022, when he beat Warrington with the majority decision, Warrington fought that fight. He was headbutting, he was cheating, he was doing illegal tactics. But Alberto Lopez was still hanging in there and was able to lift that title in the UK, by the way, off of Josh Warrington's hands. Yes. Conlon is on a 2-fight winning streak since losing to Leigh Wood in early 2022. That was actually March of 2022 when he was stopped. But he's back. He's back on the winning track, and he's going for another title shot. This is the kind of fight that will entertain you. These are two fighters that are going to bang it out, man. They'll move around a little bit and everything, but this is Mexico against Ireland, okay? That's all I need to say. These two guys are going to get it on. You feel me? Yeah. Tomorrow morning, I have a pretty darn good video breakdown of Lara versus Wood, which is also this weekend on Saturday, opposite the card for Conlon and Lopez. But immediately, there's another fight on the agenda for Saturday as well. The WBO Cruiserweight Championship, which will see Lawrence Okolie fighting for the second time in the first quarter of the year because he just fought in March. Huh? Or was it February? He fought in February or March. Well, I got a video coming out about this fight Saturday morning before the fight starts. These two men have a track record and history of being in the gym, training under the same trainer and everything, sparring over hundreds of rounds with each other. So they know one another so well. Okolie versus Chris Billam-Smith. Both men from the UK, but Billam-Smith is like a darling of the UK. So you know what this is. Knock the N-word out. That's what it is. Salute to my brother Scrapbook Boxing out there saying, peace, Stormy B, man. Good evening, brother. Great to see you. Hope all in the chat are well. Appreciate you, Scrapbook. Hope you're doing well also. Now, Okolie has been entertaining the thoughts of moving up to heavyweight for the past couple of years. He's like 6'5", broad shoulders. But he's on the thin side, but he could still carry heavyweight. He may as well just move on up. But at cruiserweight, he's got a big right hand like Deontay Wilder. Billam-Smith is more of a plodding guy. Needs to have his feet planted to get off his power shots. Not very agile at all. And he looks like he could be related to John Cena. So I'm hoping that in this fight, there's some fireworks. Because as I said in my breakdown video, this fight could go one or two ways. It could be a snore fest, or somebody will show up to try to knock the other guy's block off. It's that simple. In Okolie's last fight, I thought he was the mummy because he had his arms wrapped around his opponent so much. I suggested that they get a room. He wrapped the guy up as if he was, will you marry me? Yeah. It didn't look like he was trying to batter the guy. It looked like he was trying to bed the guy. Now, Okolie might see this and not like it. Well, go out there and do something about it against Billum Smith, huh? Don't go out there hugging on him, huh? We know y'all been in the gym together for a long time, and Shane McGuigan had y'all sparring and buddy and chummy chum and sipping tea and all of that. Well, it's time to get it on now, huh? You can't be out there trying to put this guy under wraps, Mr. The Sauce, huh? Because that's what Okoli's nickname is, y'all. The Sauce, huh? It was kind of saucy how he wrapped up his other opponent. He could have, listen, if you had given him some of the damn hand wrap tape, the guy would be bound up like in a cast. That's how Okoli had him wrapped up in the last title defense. We don't want to see no mummified fighters. We want to see somebody petrified from that right hand landing on the chin. You dig? Yeah. Main Biker's laughing, and so is Mr. Punch Out. Hey, man, I'm telling the truth, though. We don't want to see these big old dudes mummified in there, hugging and everything. I'm like, listen, man. There's enough of that going on in the real world. We want to see some fighting. Huh? What is that? Hugging and all of that. What's your phone number? Huh? What's your hotel suite? Man, if you don't stop that mess and start throwing some body shots and uppercuts or something in there. I was looking at that last fight with Okoli, man. I was snoring by round 3. I was it's still round 4. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all know I'll talk about them, man. I'll talk about these dudes, man. I will. Huh? Tell me I'm lying, though. You watch they fights, you be like, damn, Stormy was right, man. If he come out like that Saturday, I might have to put that damn song on by the, what was that? The Spinners. Cupid, draw back your pole. What are you doing out there hugging on a dude like that, man? This is crazy. But I personally think the fight of the weekend is going to be another rematch. Thanks to Matchroom, the home of rematches, huh? That's going to be none other than Mauricio Lara taking on Leigh Wood for the second time since earlier this year when Leigh Wood was knocked out. The consensus is Wood is taking this rematch too fast. That he should have had a fight in between and also some rest in between. Because when Lara finally landed that left hook bomb on him in the 7th round, I think it was, and Leigh Wood's spirit rose from his body and the corner had to throw the towel out there to catch it and bring it back. But he said he wanted some more. Well, Mauricio is happy to oblige. And given the track record of the Mexico against the UK as of late, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that the second time is going to be a charm for Laura. Faster, huh? I did a video on it. It'll premiere tomorrow morning, so you guys can check that out, huh? Told you, Stormy been working, man. I've been putting all these videos together and everything, and I know which one of y'all watch it and which don't. So don't come in here talking about Salute Sensei and everything, and you ain't even tuned in and watched my breakdown videos. How do I know that? Because you come into the chat and you be saying stupid stuff like, well, Stormy, what do you think about such and such? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But you're ungrateful, huh? You're ungrateful. You want cheese, but you don't want to slice the bread, huh? You want all the trimmings and condiments, huh? But you trying to say no olives, huh? You can't have, this ain't Burger King. Okay, so I guess now we could talk about a little bit these dudes that y'all, I know y'all chomping at the bit on this foolishness here, huh? They should call it the Grand Welterweight Championship, huh? Grand is in granddaddy, huh? Because these two dudes done got old and long in the tooth, huh? Now, Spence ain't as old as Crawford is, but in daily life years he is, because of what done happened to him, huh? Yeah. So you got these two dudes out here, huh? Not fighting nobody else in the division that could possibly take their status away from them, hanging around for each other. They remind me of them two characters that Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence played in Life, huh? Them two old dudes, they got real old and they were still arguing and everything, huh? Sitting up there old, huh? Claude and Ray. I was trying to think of their names. Claude and Ray. Yeah, so I'm taking my time talking about these two cats, man, because you know what? They took their time, huh? Didn't they? Coming to us with the fights, huh? They took their time. So, I ain't in no rush to talk about these guys, man. In no rush. Did you guys hear that Devin Haney revealed that they fined him $400,000 for that weigh-in push against Lomachenko? $400,000. Last time I checked, Canelo slapped Caleb Plant at their press conference and cut his eye with his sunglasses and didn't get fined at all. The man took a pay cut to fight for Undisputed. He took a pay cut to fight a rematch for Undisputed. He took a pay cut to fight this man that he just fought last week, Vasyl Lomachenko. And they take $400,000 away from him. Where do they do that at? Where is that acceptable? That you just try to deplete the man's bank account over Anglo privilege? Are you kidding me? You see how much more important things are than just these two knuckleheads fighting finally in a fight that they could have fought 5 years ago? In what sport do you fine someone $400,000? And what infraction does that require you commit before they do that to you? Mike Tyson bit Holyfield's ear off and then bit him a second time. I don't remember what they fined him, but I don't think it was $400,000. Pushing and shoving at press conferences has been something that went on since boxing started. Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier fought in the ABC studios after their first fight. Lennox Lewis and Hakeem Rockman fought in the ESPN studios before their first fight. Lennox and Lewis and Mike Tyson brawled at their press conference, and Tyson bit him on the thigh. I don't think he was fined $400,000. This reminds me of what they did to Michael Vick. Take his money, take his Heisman, take his career. You can take all of Devin's material possessions, but you'll never get his soul, and you'll never change the conviction that the man he has come to be and there's a way that things have a way of working themselves out that you're going to be proven wrong to the utmost for what you've done. Now, I guarantee you that these two knuckleheads that I got on the screen right now, they can push each other and shove each other for the entire promotion of this fight, and they won't get fined $400,000. They've shown me and told me, taught me, that an infraction like that has to be committed by you against someone else. And that's real, and that's wrong. Where's the $400,000 fine for Tony Weeks and stopping that fight a couple of weeks ago with Rolly Romero? You see, the ugliness abides. The corruption prevails. And the nausea continues. These things I say, they're not new. They've been articulated many ways with different people. But this is what they do. A $400,000 fine. But yeah, I'll be listening to you all and what you may have to say about these two knuckleheads when they get ready to get in the ring. I won't give much care though. Not really. I'll be glad when this one is over, when it comes to pass. Then we can move on to some real boxing. But I'm going to get ready to get on out of here. That's my hour. I only came out to talk about this a little bit briefly, put my stream in. You know, some of you hit my like button, some did not. That's okay. Because if, like I said, everybody ain't going to make it. If you with me, you are. If you ain't, so what? Huh? I want to say shout out to the mighty LDBC. And we gone. Friday night chop session tomorrow. Peace.
Get ready to take your striking game to the next level with the Focus Ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, head movement, hand-eye coordination, reflex, and overall fight IQ. It's lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere. When you don't have a coach to do mitt work, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a heavy bag to hit, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a sparring partner, get yourself a Focus Ball. And when you just want to have fun punching and kicking, get a Focus Ball. When you train with the Focus Ball, you train your eyes and your brain to read punches so that you can hit and not get hit, making this very simple device a must-have for all combat sports athletes and enthusiasts alike. So if you want to take your striking game to the next level, don't wait. Get the Focus Ball now.